Hello, my name is Kate and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I do not have an intro, so this is what you're getting. As of the day I'm recording, I don't know if it's going to be the same day that I upload. It is June 1st and it is Pride Month and got some gay trans shit to talk about. Once again, it's been quite some time since I've uploaded. I apologize for that. It kind of happens, you know. I finished my first year of college and I'm working like full time right now, so we'll see. We'll see. But in the time that I've been gone, I have started testosterone, and a lot of people wanted me to make YouTube videos about my experience with it, and so it's been 3 weeks as of today, as of June 1st. I just got my third shot since I've been on T, so I'm going to talk about how I started it, like my process of getting testosterone, because I got it in a way that a lot of people typically don't really start hormones, at least that I've seen on the internet. I've watched a lot of like, I've started hormones and this is my journey type of videos, and none of them really seem to go through what I went through, the more traditional route. I went through a less traditional route, and it definitely want to share that for those who might also want to go a non-traditional route of getting testosterone and starting hormones. So I'm gonna first start with how I obtained the boy juice, how I obtained like the testosterone. I went through a clinic or a company, whatever you want to call it, called Folks. And basically what they aim to do is just make it actually accessible for trans people to receive hormones from a lot of other people's experiences. Planned Parenthood is also a pretty easy one to get hormones, but none of the Planned Parenthoods near me offer like hormone treatments. So I had to look for alternatives because I didn't want to go through that whole situation where you have to find you have to go to your doctor and be like, hey, I'm trans and I want to go on hormones, and then they refer you to a gender therapist, and then they have to diagnose you with gender dysphoria and then like write a letter, and it's like a whole long situation. I'm not exactly sure with all the logistics of how it works. All I know is it's a pain in the ass and I didn't want to do it. So with Folks, basically all I had to do was go onto their little website. It's only offered in certain states, I should also add. So when they released that they're actually doing my state, which is Wisconsin, I was like, all right, let's see if I can get this. And you just do like a whole survey situation where you're like, this is my name, these are my pronouns, this is the hormone I want, this is the way I want it. I know they offer topical like gel treatments, gel testosterone, and also like both of the shots, intramuscular, and then the other one that I forgot because I don't do that one. You pay them. I'm gonna tell you that it's a lot more expensive than the traditional way just because they don't really take insurance. It is running me $140 a month, which honestly, I have a full-time job. This means a lot to me, and I've been waiting to take testosterone for a long time, and I'm willing to shell out an extra few bucks to transition. So for me, it's reasonable. For other people, it may not be reasonable, and I totally understand that. So I filled out all of my shit, and then I was like, here's $140, and then I got sent an email, and then I basically got the option to choose a 45-minute meeting with one of their physicians or doctor people, or a 15-minute one just to run through the process of like what it's gonna look like and if I had any questions. So the earliest appointment for me, I did this all in April. It is now June 1st. I think we know that. I did this on like the 2nd of April, and the earliest appointment they had was May 10th. So I had my appointment on May 10th. I was like 5 minutes late because my Wi-Fi was really fucking up, and it was really stressing me out because it's like, if I have to wait another month to like go through this appointment, I might cry. But my doctor lady, I don't know the correct medical term. My medical person, she was super sweet, super kind, honestly, knew exactly what she was talking about. It felt like a very safe space. It was great. It was like 15-minute appointment. I basically, my only question was like, when I feel comfortable, is it okay if I just like call the shots of when I want to stop T? And she was like, yeah. And then ran through like some of the non-permanent changes that'll go away. And it was honestly really great. I have no complaints of the process. And then she was like, all right, so in about a week, give or so, you'll get a package with all your shit in it. with the testosterone, the needles, the everything you need to like safely inject the juice into my muscles. And luckily, my mother, has lots of experience with like poking her children with needles, because both of my siblings are like, my older sister and my younger sibling both have type 1 diabetes, so she knows how to like inject us with stuff. That sounds so bad. So the whole like actually stabbing myself part isn't difficult because my mom does it. I'll have to do it eventually. Like, I need to learn, but for right now, she's done all 3 of them, and it's gone good. I don't really have a fear of needles. I will say that the gel through Folks does cost more. That's the reason I didn't go for it. I was like, I can stand a few needles to save some bucks. I would show you the box, but that would require me to go downstairs, and I really don't feel like it. So I'll insert a photo somewhere on the screen of what it looks like. Really like discreet, but you do have to sign for it. It's not an issue until FedEx. FedEx was the issue here. Fuck FedEx. It was supposed to be delivered on a Monday, which I have off of work. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll be home to sign for it. And then it was like, actually, it's going to be delayed until Tuesday. And I didn't know if anyone was going to be home. So I just had it sent to like a Walgreens near me to pick it up, and it was fine. Everything was fine. But it did stress me out a little bit. I did have a little bit of a panic attack at work, because I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to get this package? All right, I've got a little note situation going on here of the changes I've felt so far. We're 3 weeks on T as of today. So on May 18th was my first shot. It was a great time. I don't know what to say. That I was stabbed with a needle and some liquid was put into my muscle. Or it's an oil, I think. I don't know. 2 days later, on May 20th, I started getting a really scratchy throat. And I was like, I don't think it is far enough into the process for me to start feeling things. I like posted something about it, like, hey, I think my voice is dropping. My voice is feeling all scratchy and like shit. And I'm like, coughing a little bit. Is this just like a weird placebo? Am I like lying to myself? Because I'm like, ooh, I'm finally on T. Things are happening. Or is this actually a thing? And people are like, oh no, that's like actually a thing. I started feeling things like really, really soon. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm not fucking crazy. So, like, for the first week, my throat was very scratchy, and I was, like, clearing my throat like that a lot. I literally wrote down, weird throat feeling. Something feels different. But it's been, like, 2 days, and probably isn't, but feels like it. And then I got the confirmation that it's actually a thing, and I'm not losing my mind. The next day, May 21st, I wrote, woke up with the sexiest morning voice. In parentheses, this is a lie. Lots of scratching and coughing. Like I said, that was my first side effect, if you will, of starting T, was just a scratchy ass throat. A little bit after that, I started actually a little bit of voice cracks, just a little bit, nothing intense. But it happened when I was ordering a chai at Starbucks. The lady was like, "Can I get a name for the order?" And I was like, "Kate." I just wanted to drive away. I didn't even want to get the chai after that. It was really bad. And I've had a few playing games and stuff, like when I yell and suddenly my voice will crack a little bit. It's nothing like too dramatic yet, but it definitely is noticeable. My last one was somewhere within the second week. More voice cracks. Great time. Nothing crazy has happened, obviously. Like, my voice isn't like, it hasn't gone down 10 octaves yet. I notice it a little just because I hear myself talk every single day. Obviously, no fat distribution has happened. No body hair or anything like that. I guess my body temperature is a little more warmer, but that could be because it's becoming summer outside. So take with that what you will. I think I'm just in the state where I'm highly looking for changes because, like, I'm still super excited that I'm on T, and I still am, and I'm still looking forward to all the changes and everything that's going to happen. So I'm so ready to become the androgynous envy of every single person that sees me. Like, I plan to start working out to, like, get some muscles. I'm sorry. Because now that I'm, like, on T, I'm, like, craving to actually, like, become a new person. Like, I really want to start working out. Maybe that's also, like, a testosterone thing. Dude, when you start taking testosterone, you just want to start getting gains, man. One shot and you're like, fucking, let's fucking go. Let's go to the gym, man. Let's go. So yeah, subtle changes have been happening, and I'm honestly looking forward to more situations that are gonna happen. I wish I had more to update you guys on, but I'm still very new to the process. So consider this my first video in my testosterone journey. I will be making more, so maybe it gives me an excuse to actually make more videos, and I actually have to make them within a timely manner. Otherwise, it's like, hi, this is my first week, like my first 3 weeks on T, and then my next video is like, all right, it's been a year. Like that, the timeline wise, it's not very helpful, and it's not cool either. Like, it'll be really nice to see the slow progression of things. I'll keep writing things down in my notes, keep y'all updated on my changes. So for those people who are planning on starting testosterone soon or plan to in the future, you'll have my timeline to refer to. Obviously, everyone's not the same. Everyone's body's gonna react a little differently, but it's nice to have like a very detailed thing to refer back to. So if, like you, like me, start having like a scratchy throat on the second day, and you're like, no one told me this was a fucking thing, you can be like, oh, actually, that did happen to other people, and I'm not crazy, and it's all right. And I'm here to somewhat be that guide. That's my whole thing on the internet, is trying to help the LGBT community out, whether you be older or younger. I just like to share my experiences to hopefully help you guys and make you feel less alone. And with that, I want to say fucking happy Pride Month. Don't give in to rainbow capitalism. But with that, like this video if you want to see more testosterone updates. Leave me a comment if you would like to see more testosterone updates. And dislike it if you hate me. I don't really care. I will see you hopefully soon. Adios.